mistress. Why don't you just give it a scrub, you nutter?
Archie, what's going on?
What's going on? She's finally flipped.
What?
Yeah, she's fallen off her perch.
Are you talking about Lynn?
Yes, Lynn. One who we've got to handle carefully for the next few weeks.
Archie?
Yeah, she's going through a difficult time. Yeah, she's very depressed at the moment.
Hi, Kath. Haven't you gone yet?
Going.
Well, hurry up. I've got a whole skip full of stuff in there to shift once you get that lot to the tip.
You've done nothing but nag all morning.
Archie.
All right, I'm going.
Want something, Kath?
No, I was just passing.
It's out of your way, isn't it?
Yeah. Look, I was also wondering how you were.
Get in your...
Can't speak for Archie, but I'm fine.
Oh, I feel awful.
I can see that.
I feel like I've been hit by a train.
This room looks like it's been hit by the Flying Scotsman.
Yeah, it does need tidying up a bit.
And the kitchen looks like a bomb's hit it too.
Yeah, all right.
Seems to me it's time you got yourself sorted out, Nick Bates.
I can't help feeling ill, you know.
Well, is it any wonder? You work all the hours God sends and then stay up half the night looking after Alice.
Look, there are a lot of single parents in the world. If they can manage...
They manage because they're not so pig-headed as to think they can do it all on their own.
Oh, look, I keep telling you I'm okay.
Look, Nick, I brought up 2 children on my own for years, and I know that now and again you need a bit of help.
Yes, and I'm very grateful, honestly.
With all you've got on your plate, it's a wonder you haven't got berry, let alone a touch of flu.
Look, I have tried to get hold of a childminder, really, but the only one with any vacancies is all the way into Houghton.
Well, we'll just have to try and find someone nearer home.
All right, well, I'll make a few more phone calls this afternoon.
No, I will. After I've cleared this place up.
Oh, come on, you've got your own work to do.
Families come first.
And what do you reckon Alan Turner's going to say to that?
Well, if he can't find me, he can't say a lot, can he?
Alan? Alan, I'm looking for Elizabeth.
Oh, what a coincidence, Eric. So am I.
I wondered whether you could tell me where she is.
No, I'm afraid I can't, Eric.
Look, there's no need to be so obstructive about this, you know.
I beg your pardon?
I know you don't like me being friendly with Elizabeth, but playing games...
I do not play games, Eric, not at my time of life. The reason I can't tell you where Elizabeth is that I don't know either.
What?
No, she's not at the fish and game farm, she's not at the wool pack, and she's not at her desk. I would have thought, as you were such a friend, you might tell me what she's playing at.
What do you mean?
Well, she's been behaving very oddly lately. I don't just mean her Scarlet Pimpernel act this morning, either.
Oh?
I went over yesterday to go through some papers. She was acting very oddly then. I'd have thought, as a close friend, you might have noticed. Ah, talking about people behaving oddly. Seth? What do you want, Seth?
Just a stamp.
Ah, you've got your memory back then.
Eh?
Oh, that's marvellous.
Hang on a minute, how do you work that out?
Well, if you want a stamp, presumably you've written to somebody.
Go on.
And if you've written to somebody, it's somebody you know.
Well?
And if it's somebody you know, you've remembered who they are, otherwise there'd be no point in sending the letter in the first place. QED, you've got your memory back.
Tell you the truth, I lost you on that last bit, Mr. What's your name again?
Seth.
No, that's my name. And any road, this letter, it's not from me, it's from my missus, whatever her name is.
Seth, I am fast losing patience with all this.
And now I forgot whether she wants first class or second class. I have to go back and find out.
You're not at school again?
No, I've got a couple of free periods.
Well, I hope you're doing some studying in all this free time.
Of course I am.
Not just chatting to your mates.
No, just exchanging a few notes.
I hope so.
This is all the thanks I get for being your postbox.
You what?
This. Came for Sarah. Postman couldn't fit it through your letterbox, so he left it with me.
Right, thanks. I mean it though, Mark.
With Joe away and you on your Todd in there, I can't help feeling responsible for you.
Look, Jack, if it makes you feel any better, I'm going back to school this afternoon, all right?
All right.
Trouble is, I'll have missed dinner by then.
You what?
Is there any chance of me cadging some bread and cheese off you? Seeing as you're feeling so responsible for me.
Good.
I need sanctuary.
What?
I'm telling you, Nick, I've had a very bad morning.
Oh, I've not exactly had a brilliant morning myself either.
Yeah, you don't have to share your house with a white tornado, though, do you?
At the door, Nick. Archie.
Blimey.
That's what I need right now, an able-bodied young man.
Well, I've heard that before.
I'll need you to give me a hand to shift that cooker.
Cooker, why?
Because Nick hasn't cleaned behind it for months, that's why. And then you can give me a hand to turn the mattress. I don't suppose that's been done in months either.
If ever.
What's up with women round here today? They've got spring fever or what?
Archie!
Are you just passing too?
What?
Doesn't matter. Now you're here, you can stop that engine and give me a hand with this lot.
Hey, you're having a fair old clear out.
Think it's about time, don't you?
Is everything all right, Lynn?
Funnily enough, I was going to ask you the same thing about Rachel. Well, don't look like that, Michael. I nearly fell through the floor in the woolpack the other night when she smiled over at me like that.
Well, she's not an ogre, you know.
Does that mean she's decided I'm not one too?
It means she's decided what's past is past.
What, she actually said that?
Yeah, she actually said that, and she's willing to let it go if you are.
Couldn't come up here and tell me that herself, though, could she?
Oh, be fair, Lynn. I mean, you could hardly expect to be best friends straight off.
No, I suppose not.
Good start, though, eh?
Yeah, it is, Michael.
What a morning.
Can't have been any worse than mine.
Couldn't even get any peace and quiet at Nick's.
Us never have any peace and quiet again.
Elizabeth Feldman doing her impersonation of Wonder Woman.
Sure, Patchy. I'm the one who's in bother, you know, not you.
Well, what's up with you? Your head's back to normal, innit?
My head might be right, but I've still got Fat Man Turner following me round like a shadow.
Not again.
Every time I turn round this morning, there he was, sticking to me like a great big leech.
He'll soon get fed up with that.
No, he won't. He's not stupid, you know. He told me last night he knows perfectly well you're just swinging the lead.
See, I told you, Archie.
And he's just waiting for you to make one little slip so he can prove it.
That's the problem with people these days. No trust. So, your name's Karen, is it?
Carol?
It's not coming back, you know. No matter how hard I try, I can't fix people's names in me head. Happen if I went round village again. What do you think, Arthur?
You've done practically nothing else all week.
Have I? You see what I mean? It's quite hopeless, Arthur. It really is.
Archie. The name is Archie.
I'm grand off, Archie. I couldn't even cast my pension this morning because Hawkeye were watching me all the time.
Seth.
I'll tell you what, Alfred.
Archie?
Take me down to the churchyard and I'll have a look at gravestones. It might jog my memory.
All right.
Hello, Elizabeth. May I come in, please?
Yes.
I'd given up hope of seeing you at all. Been looking for you all morning.
Well, I've been looking after Nick. He's really not well at all, you know. Still running quite a temperature. And the place was such a tip, I had to do something.
Well, that's a relief, I suppose.
What, that Nick's poorly?
I'm relieved you're not trying to keep out of my way.
What made you think I was doing that?
Because I haven't seen you for 3 whole days, Elizabeth. Not since you threw me out, remember?
I hardly did that, Eric.
You did tell me to leave.
Well, yes.
Because you wanted time to think.
Eric, I hardly think this is the time or place to go into all that.
I need to talk to you.
I'm sorry, Eric. I've got to finish here first.
Well, afterwards, when you've done.
Then I'm looking after Alice.
Well, I hardly think Alice will take any notice of what we have to say. We need to talk. Please.
coast is clear.
Are you sure?
You couldn't be so fatty, could you? Now get in there and get your pension.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, Seth, he's not there.
But he keeps springing up when you least expect it. Like a 20-stone jack in a box.
He's not going to spring up, is he? He'll be up at fish farm.
Well, aye, that's a thought. He'll have to put an appearance in there, won't he, with me being off?
Exactly. Now get in there before he gets back.
All right, well, you keep a look out, Archie.
All right, I will.
Come on. And if Mitchell man does show up, you give me a shout.
I keep telling you, he won't. Come.
Ah, Seth. Oh, you remembered then?
Remembered what?
Whether it was a first or second class stamp you wanted?
What do you know? It's gone again. I've had enough of this.
How do you mean?
I can't cash my pension. I can't even have a pint in peace anymore.
Seth.
I'm going to tell him I've got my memory back.
What, just like that?
Why not?
Because that way I'll know that you really have been pulling wool.
Well, what am I going to do then?
Well, why don't you fake banging your head again? Say that your memory's come back.
Another bang and I might lose it again.
Oh, yeah.
You better think of something, Archie. And think quick. My nerves can't take any more of this.
That's most of the ewes fed. We'll need some more barley this afternoon. Pick some up when you nip into Houghton, will you, Jack?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and keep your eye on those two in the pen. They had difficulty swallowing first thing.
Uh-huh.
Unlike you two in here, that is.
Well, it is lunchtime, Sarah.
Is it really? I've been too busy working myself to notice.
All right. I'll finish off for you.
Oh, now, don't go spoiling me, Jack. It's not my birthday yet, you know.
Somebody reckons it is.
What?
Oh, yeah. Package came for you this morning.
Well, I haven't sent for anything.
It's got your name on it.
Oh, it'll be the samples.
Hey?
For the underwear party, the agent said she'd send some through.
And that's what's in that package, is it?
Yeah.
You mean the stuff you're selling on the night?
Well, of course. You don't think I'd order underwear without looking at it first, do you?
So what's happening then, Mr. Turner?
I only wish I knew, Carol. Seth will go too far one of these days.
Ah, now, Mr. Turner, the poor man is very ill. I mean, it can't be nice for him not knowing who he is or who you are.
Uh-huh. I hate to think that one of my staff is in cahoots with Seth, Carol. Or should I call you Karen?
I don't know what you mean, Mr. Turner.
Ah, Archie. Abandoned our charge, have we?
Seth's gone home, yes?
Well, how did he manage that, precisely?
What?
Well, with a memory like his, I wouldn't have thought he'd remember the way.
I took him right to the doorstep, Fatty. All right.
Terrible thing. Loss of memory.
A lot of fun getting it back, though. Listen, I need you to do us a favour.
Would you like a coffee?
No, please. I know you're busy.
It's no bother.
Actually, I'd rather get this over and done with, if you don't mind.
What do you mean?
I'd like to know now if you and me are over.
I see.
Look, I know how upset you are.
How did you think I'd feel? After 3 months of seeing someone, he sits down over the dinner table, tells me to pass the after eights, and asks if he'd ever mentioned his wife.
I didn't deliberately set out to deceive you, Elizabeth.
Oh, it was just easier not to tell me the truth, was it?
Well, seems that way, I suppose.
What else can I think?
Well, I'd better be off. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to upset you.
Don't go, Eric. I still don't understand.
If you and me didn't mean anything, Elizabeth, I wouldn't have risked telling you. I did it for you and me.
And that's what bothers me, Eric. What does it mean for you and me?
I don't understand.
Look, I won't pretend I wasn't shocked when you told me you were married. But afterwards I thought, why? Why are you telling me now?
Hello, stranger.
Sorry I'm a bit late. I've been looking after Seth.
Been keeping out my way, you mean?
Would you blame me? I'd have stood still for more than a minute this morning. You'd have boxed me up, put me in a crate and thrown me out with restaurant rubbish.
Have I been that much of a pain?
Yeah.
Sorry, Archie.
No, it's all right. You're not as bad as you were yesterday, or the day before, or all last week. It's good to see you fighting back.
Yeah, it feels good too.
Now I'm going to make you feel even better. You can phone babysitter, and you can get your glad rags on.
Why?
Because I'd like to see you down at the Woolpack.
Suppose I could do with a drink after that lot.
Oh, it's more than a drink. It's free cabaret and all.
OK, but you needn't think you've missed out on all the hard work.
Come on, you can't want me to tidy up any more in there. It's like an operating theatre already.
Oh, I think I've got this place pretty well organised now.
Yeah, exactly.
So now I reckon it's time I turn my attention to you.
What?
Why was it, Eric? After all these years, you suddenly decide to do something about your divorce.
Because I've never really felt like this before.
I suppose that's what you said to your last girlfriend. Debbie, that was her name, wasn't it?
So you know about Debbie?
Alan told me.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. I fell for Debbie. It's not surprising. She set out to get me.
So I gather.
I fell for a fantasy. Middle-aged man, schoolboy dreams. That's not how I feel about you.
I see.
Well, I was hoping you'd feel the same way about me.
I'm still trying to find out whether I'm out of my depth.
You mean, did I go and see my wife so the minute my divorce came through I could propose to you?
I've told you before, Eric, that's going much too fast for me.
Well, and for me too.
So why did you do it?
Because I didn't want any complications, any nasty surprises lurking round the corner if ever... if we do become more involved.
That's all.
That's all. I'm not about to jump down on one knee, Elizabeth. Not in these trousers, anyway. I just wanted to be absolutely honest with you. Okay?
Yes. Yes, okay.
And while I am being absolutely honest with you, you do realise that I wouldn't have done this if I didn't think we would become more involved. You know that, don't you?
Hey, Michael. Going to Woolpack tonight?
Yeah, I might do. I'm just going to see my mother.
Make sure you do. 6 o'clock sharp, right?
Hi, Archie, I've been looking for you.
Hiya, Kath. You and all, 6 o'clock sharp. You can bring that yuppie bloke of yours and all if you can drag him away from his file of facts. Me and Seth were going to play a trick on Fatty in Woolpack.
Never mind about Turner. Is Lynn all right?
Yeah, sound us a pound, why?
Well, nothing really. She seemed okay when I saw her. Just a bit manic.
Tell me about it. She's cleaned the house from top to bottom. She said she's going to redecorate it all.
We've just done it for her.
Yeah, I know. Give her a few days, she'll slow down, I reckon.
She is all right, though.
Yeah. Apart from the fact she's trying to organise me now. She's going to get me a coffin.
What?
A coffin?
Yeah, with that money that Bill left, remember? Says she's going to take me to Undertaker's.
Oh, no, not him again.
She's buying you a coffin. You are sure she's all right, aren't you, Archie?
What are you doing here?
Stealing the family silver, of course.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me.
This is ridiculous. You're going to behave like this every time you see me?
You leave my mother alone and I'll leave you alone.
It's nothing to do with you, Michael.
Anything you do's my business.
Look, I'm just having a nice, quiet cup of coffee with your mother. She likes my company. I certainly enjoy hers. Now, what's wrong in that?
Well, nothing. Apart from you and your company.
Robert says, can you take his book round so Mark can read to him?
Right. This is it, isn't it?
Yeah. Do we have to go out? I'd rather stay in and get an early night.
According to Archie, you've definitely got to be there. He wasn't so bothered about me.
What on earth's he up to now?
Don't ask me, I haven't got a clue. I see you still haven't opened your package then.
Funnily enough, Mark said that when he was picking up Robert.
Did he?
Third time he's mentioned it in the last hour, in fact. Oh, for heaven's sake, Jack, it's all pretty innocuous stuff, you know.
So why haven't you opened it then?
Because I've got better things to do, and so have you.
When is this party anyway?
I'll let you know so you can make other arrangements.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. If this stuff is so innocuous, why can't I come?
Because maybe it's not. We can't spend the money on anything else. I've checked with the solicitor.
Yes, but a coffin. I mean, when Archie said...
I know. You thought I'd really gone round the bend.
Yeah, I did wonder.
No, I'm fine. There's no need to worry about me anymore, honest. Mind you, I was a little worried this morning when I looked in the mirror and there's this vampire looking back at me.
Hello, Sarah. What's all this I hear about an underwear party?
Oh, we're doing some fundraising for Robert's school.
I went to one of those once, only they didn't exactly call it an underwear party.
No, of course not. It's a lingerie party, isn't it,
You needn't think you're going to get any sensible answer out of Sarah.
Well, the one I went to was called a naughty knicker party.
There, what have I been saying?
The naughtier the better, eh, Kath?
I knew it. That's why you wouldn't open that parcel, isn't it?
I keep telling you all, it's just some samples.
Yeah, exactly. Samples of naughty,
Well, if it's anything like the one I went to, very naughty,
What's this place then, Derek?
It's Woolpack. It's your local pub. My name's Archie.
And who are all these folk?
These are all your friends.
Who's that chubby bloke over there?
It's Alan Turner and you work for him.
Not for much longer.
Hey, I heard that. I've told you. Any more funny comments like that, I'm going to have you for slander.
Yeah, and any more of this, Archie, and I'm going to throw up.
I'm warning you.
And I'm warning you. My patience isn't inexhaustible, you know. And how much longer is this going on?
It rather depends.
Depends on what?
When anything happens to spark poor old Seth's memory for him. Really? I'm doing you a favour, bringing him to his old haunts, giving him a pint of his favourite brew.
He has had more pints of his favourite brew in this last week than I've had hot dinners.
That's saying something, innit? Go on, give him a pint.
But I do warn you, my patience is at breaking point. Carol, what is this?
Oh, I can explain, Mr. Turner.
Oh, what is it?
Well, it was an experiment, you see.
A what?
Sarah!
Look like it works at all.
Sarah!
Yes, Seth, that's me.
I played that trick on you on your first night behind bar in this place in Woolpack.
Oh, well done, Seth.
Oh, really?
And this is Jack,
I am, Seth.
Sarah's fancy man.
Aye, that's it, Seth.
Him who is living up at Bruceway.
All right.
And that's Carol. And you're my old mate, Archie.
I just don't believe this.
And this is. Oh, this one won't come back. I think my mind's trying to block this one out.
Seth.
Mr. Turner.
And you're a confidence trickster, a charlatan and a rogue.
Oh, what?
If ever I get to the bottom of this, Seth...
This is the happiest day of my life.
Well, that will be the happiest day of mine.